It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Steelers and the Jaguars, and it's all up next.
Looks like it's going to be a pretty soggy night here at TIAA Bank Field. Rain showers, maybe an occasional clap of thunder supposed to continue throughout here in Jacksonville. Tonight we move on to week 2 of the preseason, and we've got a good matchup here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts, and a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watched some of those shows that the NFL does, and you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson. Wins and losses count no matter what time of year it is.
The punter Logan Cook set to start the proceedings, and we are underway here in Jacksonville. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Pittsburgh's offense making its way out, and we get a look at the player drafted to succeed Ben Roethlisberger as the franchise's quarterback. Knows a lot about the city. He's a rookie out of Pitt, Kenny Pickett.
In the 2022 NFL Draft, the worst-kept secret of all, the Pittsburgh Steelers were locked in on taking a quarterback. Everyone knew it. The question was, out of all the possible names, who would they select? In the end, they took the hometown kid from Pitt, Kenny Pickett, who heads next door to lead the Steelers. Definitely some huge cleats to fill, replacing Ben Roethlisberger, who was pledged to help the youngster get his feet wet in Pittsburgh.
Here's the leading rusher amongst rookies last season, Najee Harris.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Throwing on third down, here's Pickett.
And this one is incomplete.
On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
Jamal Agnew is deep to return it.
This is taken around the 12.
And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
Jacksonville's offense trots out here for the first time, and all eyes go right to number 16. Now in his second season as the team's face of the franchise, Trevor Lawrence.
For everyone who expected the highly touted Trevor Lawrence to champion the Jaguars to instant success last season, well, they got a little bit of a reality check. Despite the struggles, though, he still took on a major leadership role within the locker room and among the team. He also flashed some of his considerable potential on the field, particularly in a defiant Week 18 win over Indianapolis that knocked the Colts out of the playoffs.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. To throw again on second down, Lawrence. And he whips that one incomplete there. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
Now Lawrence finds his tight end Ingram.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. They run again with Harris. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as the tackle made at the 26-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a give, running left is Harris. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. Now Pickett will look to pass it. It's complete, it's Miller. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Got an open man, it's Pickens. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, when we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And out will come the offense as they take over. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. From the 35 on 2nd down, Lawrence. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
That's a nice design. Sometimes when you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a first down.
1st and 10, here's Pickett.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Harris running straight ahead, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. On 2nd and 9, Pickett, and this is incomplete. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Looking to throw, Pickett.
And that is incomplete. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
He's got room at the 30.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Now Lawrence on 1st down.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. So not only do you not get the first down, but you've also made things a lot more difficult on your field goal kicker.
Yeah, they're still in range, but you're exactly right because you know the kicker's over there saying, thanks a lot, you just made my job a little tougher because when he kicks it now, he'll kick it lower because he's got to get more distance. That means there's more jeopardy for the ball to get tipped or blocked.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt.
Patterson's kick is good.
And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead.
So Charles there on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And now out come the Steelers.
And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
An excellent gain, 35 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Pickett to throw on 1st down. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Pickett.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your 1st sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack.
They'll set up a throw. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
On the delay, here's Harris. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
2nd down from the 8. They can get a 1st down by reaching the 5.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Try him with Pickett here on 3rd down.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Boswell's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. They'll run with ETN.
By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. A tight one after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, ETN. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Lawrence. That's complete to his tight end, Farrell. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now Lawrence.
That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
On 2nd down, a run with ETN. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On 1st down, right back to ETN.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Lawrence will throw.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
Oh, he catches it off the tip. It wasn't even intended for him. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Those tip balls can drive you crazy in so many different directions. If this one hits the ground, they're facing a field goal at best.
Instead, 1st down. You remember the old tip drill here. It pays off for the offense.
Yeah, and the tip drill's supposed to work for the defense.
Right.
It's in the air, go up and get it. Instead, the offense gets a 1st down, and that's a big play for them.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Lawrence.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk, a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jaguars have moved out in front.
And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point.
And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Pickett. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position, and even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. Back to throw. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Pickett back to throw. It's brought in by Harris. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And he is going to be wrapped up and slung to the turf. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguar offense going back to work. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10. Now ETN to start the drive. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the 1st down. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Screenplay, here's ETN. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. ETN up the middle.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Lawrence to throw.
Open man is Kirk, complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to make it 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
62 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
That's fully Fatukasi into the backfield with ease and making the stick for a loss.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
Now Pickett.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack.
He'll look to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here's Braden Mann now.
He's been terrific so far. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Jacksonville set to go again offensively. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
This one caught by Ridley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here's a give to Etienne.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And this will be a Jaguars first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
And that looks looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards there for Jacksonville, and a first down as well.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
Tackle made by Montrevious Adams. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Now Lawrence.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they'd left their starting quarterback out there for this 2nd quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
That one sails out of bounds. A side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2.
Trayvon Walker able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. On the give, this is Harris. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Agnew now to return. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And the Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and 1 timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Lawrence.
Jones has it. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
3rd and 2. Now Lawrence.
And Ingram holds it in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
But to throw again is Lawrence.
This is caught. It's Kirk. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That goes for a gain of 31.
I think we already know that this guy's going to be ready when they ring the bell for week 1. That play, almost routine for him, but still nice to know that he's still got it.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Here's Lawrence.
To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence.
That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a minute. Week 2 of the preseason is upon us. Each team now with just one more game after this one, and then we will get it all started as we normally do on the first Thursday after Labor Day. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
They'll keep it on the ground.
Warren.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. On second down, it's Warren.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Play action. Now Trubisky. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, he's certainly trying to earn his way into some more looks in the offense once the regular season heats up. If he continues to make plays like that, I think QB1 will look his way a little more often once the regular season begins.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Warren. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
They run here with Jason Huntley.
And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 13-yard line. 3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. Flushed out right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try the left side. It's Warren. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
He'll try again. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now it's Trubisky. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Washington. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Boswell's kick is good, and they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within one score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit, because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the draw, here's Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Beathard.
He's got his big tight end, Farrell, complete. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
Pittsburgh offense making their way back out.
And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
He finds his man complete. That's Warren. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. On 3rd down, Trubisky. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
Fielded at the 20. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? and that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Throw left side complete. That's Washington. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Back to throw Beathard. Screen play, Johnson. The first down screen pass, good for 5. Johnson running right. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
They'll throw here, Beathard. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw is Beathard. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one may be his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky. It's complete. It's Miller. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12. A big first down to get away from the end zone.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Now a handoff up the middle. Warren. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Throwing here, Trubisky. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ballgame. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And it's fielded at the 34. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
Here's Beathard to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Looking to throw again on second down. Beathard. That's complete to his tight end, Farrell. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. On 2nd and 9. Beathard. Over the middle, it's complete. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Beathard keeps himself upright. And he's got his big tight end here. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he'll get this down only to the 18. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They go to Johnson again. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Here we go with Johnson. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
Here's Beathard to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. Patterson's kick is good. And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. So that's, CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. On 3rd down, it's Warren. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Completion left side to Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time, but a Pittsburgh first.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? On first down, Trubisky. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. From just shy of midfield, Trubisky step, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
It won't be easy here after that sack. Now you got Trubisky and the Steelers facing a 3rd and long.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
The Steelers send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On 2nd and 7, Beathard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. To throw is Beathard. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Tyson Alualu gets in there and drops him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Here's Logan Cook now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
Olszewski now to return.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. To throw again on second down. Trubisky throwing the out route incomplete. That's Warren. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. On first down, Warren. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They go play action with Trubisky. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 22-yard line. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. Buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky got an open man. It's Washington.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Now Trubisky. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play. But the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Boswell's kick is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Under pressure now, and Beathard goes down to the turf.
Quincy Roche
in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
And remember, no overtime here in preseason. This offense hoping that's a moot issue as they try to finish this one off.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. Trubisky readies the offense. Down by 7. Just over a minute 40 to play. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. Finding Washington. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Trubisky. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now it's Trubisky. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Trubisky. Open man here is Gentry. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the 1st down. Trubisky to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Warren. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Trubisky's throw hauled in by Washington. Back to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack, taken down at the 2. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Trubisky. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road, want to win it right now.
Well, win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
So now they'll just go for 1 here. This playing for the tie.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone.
This fielded right at the goal line. So, Charles, this is a game that certainly had some intrigue, but I think you and I both agree. We like the decision to not play overtime in preseason and just call it a draw.
Partner, I want to meet the person who disagrees with this decision, and I just wonder what took so long for the league to arrive at this conclusion. They put the rule in for the 2021 season, and it should have been in a long time ago. Yeah, some rookies might miss some plays, but all in all, no one's paying attention when we get to the end of a preseason game.